What is going on, my fellow post-apocalyptic gunslingers? This is Maury with AGN, and today we are going to be talking about using incendiary ammo effectively. Throughout the past week, I've been part of many challenge groups, watched a lot of players on Twitch and YouTube, and the thing that seems to continuously surprise me is the approach folks are taking when using incendiary rounds for their weapons. Whether they're using it to mag dump at a single elite or putting it on their bolt actions for limited time usage, I can't help but to shake my head and wish I could offer them a few tips on making their consumables work better for them in hairy situations. So, in lieu of that particular sentiment, that is what I've decided to do today. First off, before we can talk about tactics and their usage, we have to perhaps first proffer some quick tips on where to find it and how to use it. You can find it in the security wing as soon as you've unlocked the perk to collect supplies from that particular unit. You can also pick it up randomly from small loot crates as well. You are capable of holding up to 3 at a time, and there is no way for you to store them in your stash. It takes the time of a reload to equip the rounds, and they can last anywhere between 40 to 50 seconds depending on whether you have the Incendiary Bullets perk unlocked in the security wing. This perk is a passive and extends the duration of your rounds by 10 seconds. I've personally found incendiary rounds to work best on full auto weapons, preferably those with high fire rates such as SMGs, LMGs, and assault rifles. Very useful for LMGs being as they generally have larger ammo capacity, sparing you the time of a reload, and exact aim isn't really necessary to use them effectively. So, this prompts all of you to ask, okay, so what is the best strategy for them? Well, this answer requires us to discuss the effects of the rounds themselves. Fire causes AI enemies to be essentially staggered, standing up out of cover and remaining in place so your team can focus fire for an easy kill, all without worrying about the enemy rushing you. In challenge mode, it's a great tactic to have one person slap them on and fire a few bursts into every enemy in risk of getting close. These should not be wasted on a kill. The goal is to stop as many enemies in their tracks as possible, allowing your team to clean up the mess. This is especially efficacious with shotgun rushers and large groups of swarming enemies that will outflank you if you don't deal with them effectively and quickly. It's also important that you try to time the use of your incendiary rounds so that no two people on your team are ever using them simultaneously. This will allow you to get the most benefit out of these consumables. I hear so many people express their frustration with rushing shotgunners and push-heavy AI in challenge mode, but if you use this one tool effectively, it not only stops their rush, it also stops their shots and causes them to go into a mechanic or animation where they're attempting to put out the fire on their bodies. Also, this point should be obvious, but try to use them during a natural reload time or right before you plan to use them. They are timed. Don't use them in a room before or when at low health. Use them when you're at full health and when you can use the most rounds in the time period you're allowed it. Well, gamers, that's all I have to say for today. I appreciate all the support you guys have shown my fledgling channel, and I hope to see a lot of you in the future. As usual, if you like this video, please give it a like and a subscribe. If you didn't like it, hit that downvote and let me know why your opinions differ. I'm always open to new information, even if that entails my own personal public humiliation. With that being said, this is Maury from AGN, turning off and going rogue.